Why don't people use their phones when they're doing
memory
EVPs?
storage?
I don't think so, because video takes up a shit ton more.
Oh, I see, for EVPs,
Yeah, when they're doing EVP sessions, why don't they use the cell phone? Isn't that a decent topic?
Well,
for thought.
We can't say that nobody has used it.
Oh no, but that's the
ghost
shows we watch. Nobody uses a cell phone.
No,
they just use them for the necromancers and your ghost tubes and things.
Yeah.
But you'd think it would scream out as an obvious. Here's a bit of a test for you, though.
What's that?
Well, let's try and get an EVP while we sat here. None of the other ones.
Yeah,
we got
wouldn't that
one,
be cool? Twice haven't we gotten EVPs on our...
Yes, on the Turtle Talks, yeah.
One was a repetition of something I said, and the other one was a hey.
That's right, yeah, I did, yeah. But, hey, like that. Very strange stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't expect one, I mean, it's a bit of a daft idea, but it does interest me that way people don't use cell phone.
Yeah.
Anyway, just a little by the by.
Yeah, by the way, anybody who was talking on their phone, just stay outside our house, okay? I mean, not okay. Stay outside our house. It's ours.
What was your topic tonight?
Well, I was thinking about that dude's, the smoke that showed the devil face, supposedly.
Oh, yes.
And I was watching our incense burning here, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool if we did a time-lapse photo of the smoke going up there and kind of use that as, I don't know, would it be transcommunication?
Instrument transcommunication.
No, it wouldn't be instrument, really.
No, but it's along those lines because I've got to find, I think I have the pictures somewhere of the setup we used to run in Moorhead, 2007. And we used to have the CRT television, the old type, black and white, with camcorder.
No, that was color.
Was it color?
Yeah, it was color.
Okay, all right, color CRT, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With the camera in front of it, the feedback loop.
We still have that TV.
No, we have the telly that we got in 2008.
Oh, okay. Still will do the same thing, though.
But yeah, and I've tried it and it does work. So we're going to be doing some more ITC ourselves.
Yeah.
But basically the idea is you've got this feedback loop going on, but it's you just stop, basically, wherever you want and see if you can see a picture in it, which sounds like it's going to be pareidolia all the time. But we got Sigmund Freud one time. Clear as day image of it.
Mm-hmm. And that lady standing behind the guy in the chair.
Yeah, it's just a very interesting thing that nobody...
Or was it the other way around? Guy standing behind a lady in the chair. I can't recall.
It was a woman standing behind the guy.
Either way, it was like Victorian era.
But the point of it is, it's well worth trying out more because nobody does it. And we seemingly got results. Now, this video you're talking about, they were at Bobby Mackey's.
Yeah.
And they decided to put smoke into that famous hole. It's supposed to be the Devil's Hole, or where the woman's head was chopped off and thrown into. Bobby Mackey's has been...
torn down
now.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they ran this smoke and they were taking pictures every 3 seconds. And in one of those pictures, it looks like there's a screaming woman. They thought it was the devil, but it looks...
I thought it was just a plain old face with the mouth open. I wasn't impressed by anything anywhere. It was just androgynous and...
Okay. Well, it looked to me like a face who was screaming, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was a face.
Yeah, rather than just smoke. And it just makes you think, are there different ways of running such experiments? So your idea there with the, what's it called, the incense stick, this trying to get rid of mosquitoes, it could be a really good idea for a lot of places.
Just another experiment to try.
Is that the kind of an idea with candles as well when people say about the smoke?
Candles don't burn like this. They don't get the smoke.
No, when you put them out, when you put the things out, you get that trail, don't you?
Yeah.
I remember on Mackie and Amanda they did something like that at one time.
Oh, yeah?
They kept putting them out and then watching how the smoke would drift into different rooms.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just one of those. And whether that would work or not, I don't know. But nobody seems to try it. So that's why his video stood out to me. When you sent it to me, I thought, do you know what? This is just a different way of doing things. And even if he was hoodwinked by whoever
did the editing.
Yeah.
And as was a comment in the
comment section.
Comment in the comments.
It just make you think. And it was a good video to watch for that, because sometimes even if you can tell something's fake, it might give you an idea that obviously isn't going to be fake, but something that leads from it. And in this case, ITC.
Yeah. And that would be interesting to do live.
Yeah, it would.
I think...
if you could say you're going to run the experiment and it's going to run for 5 minutes, just so people know in the timeline type of thing, but then ask them to press pause and take a screenshot if they get anything while the experiment's going on.
Yeah, that would be cool. I had a thought too about that and I did put it down in the comments, is why are people assuming that the devil or Satan or a demon has any kind of human-type visage? Their face, why does they think...
why do they always look a certain way with horns and in red?
They call him a Satan, or a Satan. They call him a serpent. So why don't they present as serpents, singing dragons in the Revolution?
So they call him a serpent because of the Garden of Eden? Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm. Satan appeared as a
So
snake.
basically, Satan's a skinwalker type thing.
Yeah. I mean, he's an angel, fallen angel. He could probably do with whatever angels can do with whatever power this God gave him,
Right.
I also saw another thing, I think it was Selena Spooky Boo was doing about legends and stuff, and they were talking about Lilith. I think it was on their Can't Sleep podcast. It was Selena and Chris. And they were talking about Lilith.
Right.
And how she kind of set the stage for feminism, and I mean, this is probably a duh, but I'm learning.
So you mean like strong woman stuff?
Yeah, because she was the first woman to say no. She didn't obey Adam.
Okay. Yeah,
and then she was perceived evil and thrown out. She walked out of the Garden of Eden, apparently. And angels actually went down to earth to try to get her go back to Eden, and she said, "No way. I'm going to be independent. I'm my own person." And so
then followed the witch trials and
and it's ever since then. I mean, really, ever since then, it's like, how dare a woman say no?
That's partially the witch stuff as well.
Yeah.
And presumption. What was that word you were using today? Well, projection as well.
Yeah.
Too much of that going on. Anyway, I thought Lilith's finest hour was on Frasier.
On Frasier, yeah. Other women they talked about was Hecate or Hecate.
Hecate. Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
The goddess of witches and
yes,
spell bankers.
Who can also be found, and I can't remember now because I've forgotten, but I did one of the Black Screen Tales where there's two rocks that join up and look like a cave entrance. And Hecate lives there, apparently, with two ghost dogs.
In America?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Because what happens is, with high winds, these rocks make a screaming banshee sound.
Do they make a whistle?
Yes.
Between the wind going through?
That's right, yeah.
Oh, does it look like, let's just say, the sculpture that Maria made on Everyone Loves Raymond?
Probably.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Utah, I think it was, by the way.
I would believe it.
Yes, I think
Monument Valley, maybe?
Well, now you're pushing me. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I think
I can't remember now. I've posted it.
I could be wrong, but I'll check later.
For all the research I do forget quite a lot of when I read it, I'll know exactly what it is. When I hear it again.
You've got stuff like that going in and out of your head that's already full of so much information. It blows my mind how you remember numbers of license plates of cars you owned back in the 90s.
Yeah, early 90s. Oh, yeah.
You could say, this reg was blah, 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 that kind of car, and I owned it from blah, 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 and this was wrong with it, and I'm just, or your components, the 32226 or the 5997, and just use the gate blocking N435 off the top of his head.
Oh, well, bless you, as they say.
You guys, you're not dealing with an idiot there.
But there again, I haven't got the elephantine memory that you have, I'm saying that in a nice way.
No, I know.
Although I believe most women can remember any detail that guy found. Yeah, every hurt, exactly. Every woman can remember every hurt.
Yeah, every slight.
But you told me in 1884 that what?
I wonder if that isn't a trauma response, though.
Really?
Yeah, because you have to make sure when people are telling you your story isn't right, that you put it in your head what you know is right.
Is right. Okay. Yeah. Well, again, we could twist that to the paranormal in a way when people say, you fake this, you fake that. If you know where you were at that time, who you were with, what the weather conditions were like, what equipment you used, how charged your batteries were, you can answer everything, can't you?
You know what I'll tell you? Way. I'll tell you, if we get genuine experience, I don't care if people say it's fake.
No. It doesn't. At the end of the day,
we
know. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's evidence for yourself to be shared with others.
Right.
It's not the other way around. You're not doing it. Well, this is what people say about people like Sal and Colby and them, isn't it? They're doing it for the monies first or whatever. The clicks and that first.
Yeah.
and for themselves second.
Yeah.
But they're very successful at what they do. I don't begrudge them at all.
But there's got to be some kind of population of people who are interested like we are in the scientific stuff and not the bangs and cracks and pops and oops and oh, and I heard that and did you? And,
Yeah.
And the screams and whistles. And
well, it was kind of funny how Ghost Theory was saying that they use their REM pod now just to keep doors open.
Yeah.
The REM pod's a little bit iffy. I mean, it's great for effect on a camera.
But I will do a short about this, and I'll post that.
Oh, yeah.
About the email I received from Professor Loyd Auerbach.
Aye, the one and only.
Of paranormal studies at the Rhine Institute at Duke University.
And people are scratching their heads going, who?
He has
Research
been
that guy.
Investigator. He's been on TV many, many, many times. He's been in it since the 90s. And when I wrote to him...
Yeah, I know. It's one of those meet your heroes things, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, not so much a hero. I don't know that I really have a hero in paranormal thingies. Yeah. But someone certainly to respect.
Yes.
Yeah. I said to him that, I'm 10 years younger than you, but I've been investigating since 1984.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the questions I asked him were about why do people assume that an EMF detector going off is the presence of a ghost, and do ghosts really manipulate electromagnetic frequencies?
It was a good question.
And then I asked him about batteries draining on investigations and how much of that was coincidence or was it really truly spirits affecting the batteries. And he said it doesn't always happen. It's pretty, rare. But he said he was on an investigation with his students, and one of the students' camera's battery died. And when the student left the location to go out to the vehicle to get his new batteries, by the time he got to his vehicle, his battery was recharged.
And how in the heck would that happen?
So, yeah, and he was able to continue filming with it.
And this is like Loyd Auerbach, who is very much respected as being definitely middle of the road. He's not a complete debunker. He's not a complete embracer of it.
I've watched the way he's investigated with students. This was way back in the 90s, early 2000s, late 90s, I think. And I saw a show and they were showing how he teaches his students to investigate. And this is something I'd like to try sometime. Because what he does is gives the students a layout of the house, right?
Yeah.
So the students go in and they walk around the house and they mark with an X where they get kind of a feeling that something might be haunted.
So they don't know anything about the place? They don't know the layout? They don't know history?
No, they're given an outline like you do when you're looking at a house for real estate,
Right.
And just mark on the spot where you're. And what then they do is compare how many people felt the same things at the same spots.
Wow. Because really, if there was a murder in bedroom number 2 or something and somebody identified bedroom number 2, it could be, I suppose, a good, well done there.
Is there an energy here that you're picking up? Yeah. And then they kind of focus on the investigations on those areas.
Yeah, right.
So I thought that was really interesting. I'd like to give, the way that you and I both react.
Right. But with these students, if you got 2, 3, 5 students all saying bedroom number 2, then you've got something. Then you've got a bit.
Well, at the time, I think it was like 14 students he had.
Yeah.
So that's, for the paranormal, that's a pretty large sample, I would say.
Could that also be too big a group to take into some places?
Well, what they do is people will allow them to come into their house, or they will rent a location and they will put a student through one by one. So it's not the whole house isn't ever crowded with all the students.
I see, yeah.
And even when they're investigating, I would imagine that they take shifts.
They're not all going around like a tour group or something.
Right, no. Do
you feel that? Oh, yes, I do, now as you've said it.
Yeah. It's all saved evidence for the end. They all gather together and then say where they felt they see.
Yes. And hence, your wish sometimes of not knowing a single thing, not saying anything during the investigation, and then saying what you found at the end.
Well, what I'd like to do is we get an EVP or something. Just put a question mark on the screen, maybe enhance it, but don't say anything and let our viewers...
Oh, and by enhance, you don't mean slow down to quarter and reverse it and that kind of thing.
And let them decide for themselves if there is anything, if it says anything,
Yeah, because one of my pet peeves is when you'll get something like a spirit box session and then something is said and immediately the word comes up that they expect you to have heard.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, Paranormal Nightmare do that a lot, as do other groups, but they do it a lot.
Yeah.
And you're left thinking, well, I'm not exactly sure what I heard, but I don't think it was what you put on the screen.
Right. Yes.
Unfortunate.
Yes. That's the thing. You get kind of mad. You just like, oh, no, that didn't say that. No way did that say that. How could they think they said that? Well, why should we tell people what we think? Perfectly. I mean, that opens up to a bigger team of investigators.
Yeah. How I've always thought about these things is we're not wearing the headphones on the real audio that hasn't been compressed by YouTube and the rest and done through filters and all sorts of things and saved out as a different format and the rest. That might be exactly what they heard.
Yeah.
So you can't say that a team's wrong, that are respected. Like
right. Well, that's the thing is several times they will say, well, that must be what they heard in
the moment.
In the moment.
Thing. Yeah. While editing, that's what they heard with their proper headphones on. Because, they wear things like Sony headphones and Sennheisers or whatever. Something a hell of a lot better than Dollar Tree anyway.
Yeah. By the way, I clicked my... No. Yeah, or that maybe at the time they're filming, like physically hear it.
Yeah.
But still, we sometimes hear up, and they'll go, did you hear that woman talking?
Uh-huh.
And if you do enhance it sometimes, you can hear what they're saying. But they will say what they're saying, what they heard at the place. You know what I'm saying? And that may influence what you hear actually.
Sure enough.
Perseans, aren't they starting tonight?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I don't know. If they are, they're late.
Oh, wait, no, 8th. No, it's still later. It's the 8th through the 10th, I believe, or something. But that doesn't mean they just show up those nights. It's just that the nights that are going to have more of them. So we may see some shooting stars tonight.
Well, we generally do see one or two.
Yeah.
One of the points of sitting out here is those. Now as we know that the UFOs are Starlink.
Yeah, right.
Buggers let us down, aren't they?
Yeah, but still, there's ones in that Arkansas Ice video that aren't Starlink.
No, I know. It's still a little bit open, this thing is. Because why would they just start this year? It's just my question.
Oh, definitely. If we had our nuthers, we would have been able to get that crisscrossy one.
White, right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the lights that swapped over like we were drunk.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
split
amazing.
up, came together.
And the one that I rue the most, the second most perhaps compared to that one, was the brain with the flashlight on the neck area. What on earth was that thing?
You know what I think? I just think it might be the spinal cord.
Yeah.
And
you're getting a spinal cord on a spacecraft or a plane.
On a brain,
But that's it, you can't on a brain. There was a brain with a spinal cord and halfway down the neck was a flashlight. Absolutely wild. And it was just like a mist.
Puffed like a dandelion.
Yeah. And then puffed like a dandelion. There's something. Just come up above that tree. Unless there's a cloud there and it's just a normal star. Right above Randall's.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see it.
I think it is just a star. I think there was a cloud went past there.
It's moving.
It just popped up is the thing.
Look against the trees, isn't it? We stop now.
That's what I can't tell with that.
Yeah.
Funny how we just started to discuss that kind of thing and then that thing seemed to pop up. Yeah, it seems to be higher now.
Oh, I think it's a plane.
It's a plane coming towards us, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's another thing, isn't it? Obviously, if you find out what it really is, then you have to admit every single time because the one time you don't and somebody catches you out on that lie, that's it. You've lost all credibility. So I would say that's right. I'd say that's a plane coming at us. That's why it popped up too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't know yet. It's about the same size still. I imagine it'll take about another 2 or 3 minutes to get here.
I just had a thought. If spirit energy is affected by electromagnetic frequency, whatever,
right,
is there more activity when the northern lights are going nuts?
Oh, northern lights has something to do with spirit energy?
Just say...
that light's disappeared. It just twinked out. That light that was rising...
I know, it's gone.
That was coming towards us. It's just twinked out. I've got no camera pointing that direction, though. Damn it.
There are no clouds. Live on Turtle Talk.
Well, yeah, but not live on camera.
I know. But at least we have witnesses of our reactions.
Yeah.
Wow. Who would believe these Arkansas? Oh, another thing I want to do, and I've forgotten about, is it's been put on my list, is vampires.
Vampires?
The different kinds of vampires.
I thought there was only one. You need a...
Nope.
What is it? A stake and a silver bullet?
Nope.
There's different types of vampires.
You've got your consensual vampires where you share each other's blood.
Oh, right, okay.
You've got the predator vampires, and then you've got the emotional vampires.
Oh, okay.
And the energy vampires,
yes.
you know? And
I got you.
so I thought, it'd be cool to just spin down to New Orleans sometime. But then I got to thinking, no, I don't want that sounds like really bad energy. There was one thing I learned, is that the energy vampires will just walk up, like if they're walking past you, they might touch you on the shoulder or something.
Right.
And they've stolen your energy.
I read that recently. I think you sent me something about that.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. You were, when you said about a person who was in a taxi.
Yeah.
And then this energy vampire type just touched the driver on the shoulder.
Uh-huh.
And that was all it needed.
Yeah. Yeah. It was, the passenger was a vampire and the driver was, I think it was in Chicago, the person they touched. And she actually had a discussion with this person because she felt that feeling of withdrawal when the person touched her. And she kind of said, well, what was that? And the vampire explained.
Wow. Actually explained it. Gloating, I bet.
No.
Oh, really?
She said it was just a very informative discussion.
But I mean, if someone does that to you and then explains what they've done to you, they've got to be gloating about what they did, haven't they? Like, oh, I did this and you couldn't do anything about it. That's how I'd take it.
But this is one thing I don't understand. If people can replenish their own energy through meditation and grounding and this kind of stuff, why do there have to be vampires? Energy vampires.
Because they're jealous, perhaps, of that ability. Maybe the vampires can't do it.
And it's true, there doesn't have to be contact in order to have your energy drained, I believe.
Oh, yeah. I know. You can get that on TV shows and such. Mm-hmm. With manipulations and things. Mm-hmm. It's a kind of an energy drain. Not that I suppose they do benefit because they get their viewer numbers and things, Mm-hmm. Spellbinders, people who hook you in with personalities. It goes very far, I would imagine, psychologically.
Yeah.
People in abusive relationships, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. They're
trapped with this vampiric way that the other person's got of taking from the other person.
Yeah.
That's a bit deep, really.
Well, I think people who are not strong may not have the defense to fight anybody drawing their energy.
Yeah, not fight people who are trained up in it and used to it.
Except for one thing the guy said is that you have really good energy, and that's why I took it. Oh. So they aren't preying on weak people, it sounds like.
Sounds like a jealousy again. The person's got good energy, you're taking some of that from them, that's leaving that person with less good energy.
Yeah, I don't think it's motivated by jealousy.
I was just thinking at some level it has to be, because they're not allowing that person to keep all their good energy. They're taking some from them.
Yeah. Yeah, I did the zombies. I thought the vampires would.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. The zombies thing did all right on Caught My Eye as well, for us.
Your little animation on there.
Yeah, I know, it's great.
Cute. Wasn't that Bigfoot thing on Cabin in the Woods where they were examining those photographs?
It's outstanding.
Yeah.
That was very interesting stuff. Yes, I think so. Yes, Todd Standing's had a bit of a bad rap about... Well, there's a famous 4 pictures of somebody's on him morphing into the Bigfoot.
Yeah.
So they're saying it's him with makeup and so.
Yeah. He actually got video of 2 creatures, and one looks very different from the other.
No.
But one was a male and one was a female.
Yeah, I could see the one being female.
Mm-hmm. And they showed the comparison in great apes.
Oh, yeah?
The mountain apes. Remember with the male, it was a male grayback and then the female, and how big the male is compared to the female.
Sure.
And even in human beings, averagely, I would say females are shorter, smaller than males on average.
Yeah, as I often say, watching YouTube car reviews and fixing channels and that, everybody's like 6'3" that does a review, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I could do with the car being bigger. Well, stop being 6'3" then.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And they don't want to drive Italian cars, right?
There you go. Yeah, I can drive Italian cars. I've got the longer arms and the shorter legs, really.
Yeah.
I'm built Italian, but I'm actually
Bigfoot could
Welsh and
drive
English.
Italian cars.
Bigfoot could drive Italian cars, you're right. Maserati,
Well,
somebody ought to do, adverts based with a Bigfoot.
That's
Like beef jerky adverts, but with Ferrari.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking that's where we have to research for Bigfoot is on the Autobahn.
Really? Some Lamborghini goes past at 210, driven by a Bigfoot.
Picture. Well, they don't have cameras on the Autobahn, do they? Because they don't have speeding and such.
The problem is Bigfoot are normally about 7 to 8 feet. So the Bigfoot would have to be with his head out of the sunroof driving it. Mm-hmm. Oh, epic. Mm-hmm. I'm going to do an AI picture for that one.
It just hit me. I knew 2 guys who were 6'5".
Yeah.
How tall they were. And descriptions of Bigfoot kind of begin at 7 feet.
Well, yeah.
10 feet. 10 feet is where the rim of a basketball hoop is.
Oh, yeah. They're apparently a bit smaller the further south you go. They get taller as you go north.
I wonder if that has to do with needing to build a body for heat in the north when it gets cold.
Oh, I don't know.
And down here, they don't have to be so massive.
Hey, I don't know. But it was interesting with Todd standing, yes. And the way that they were doing the eyes and saying that you could see the pupils, and every person has got one full eye between their other 2.
Eye width, not like a third eye.
Well, yeah. And so they showed that the Bigfoot had got 2 full eye widths between. Mm-hmm. And that was a fascinating detail.
And possibly 3 on that.
So it couldn't be.
Jake one.
Yeah. It couldn't be, could it? It couldn't be Todd standing in makeup. Although it does look similar. You can see how the morph is done. Very interesting stuff that. But they worked out really. It was genuine. The pictures were genuine, they were saying. Too good, I think, is what it is. It's like some of AI pictures, they're too good.
Yeah. Yeah. What they were saying about Todd's face before they morphed it into this Bigfoot face was that it was already morphed.
Oh, his face.
The one that they used, they morphed before they said, oh, here's Todd Stenton's face. Let's see if it looks like Bigfoot.
Oh, I saw the bit about they were looking at Todd standing now, but obviously the picture of him before was 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. People's faces do change. Mm-hmm. That's what lost me a bit with that, because maybe there isn't the morph in there as much as its age has drawn his features down.
Now, that was the point they made, that the face had already been morphed before they started morphing it into Bigfoot. And you could see it was wider than his regular face.
Yeah.
That was really cool. We'll catch people up on that on Caught My Eye. How about?
Good idea, that.
Someday, here's a thought. Wouldn't you like to go over to the Mississippi?
Oh, yeah.
And see if there's, like, paddle boats we could investigate?
Do you know, I was just going down that line because that was another one of those black screen tales of the female paddle boat captain.
Right.
Who died, who was 79 years old, still helping out on the boat, and then died that night in bed. And she's still kicking around on that paddle boat now. But it's also allowed to sail, even though it's made of wood. It got a special exemption.
Do you want me to look into...
For that particular one, might be interesting.
Yeah, you just take a day trip over there and check it out, because it's really not far.
No, not from here.
That's it's kind of cool about here, is that we aren't really very far from, can't see historic places, but, well, that's true too, but interesting places.
We're in the middle of nowhere, but actually our availability all around.
Yeah. Here's a question. Having gone to Hannibal, Missouri, seen where Mark Twain grew up, and learned about Tom Sawyer and Huck Wayne on the Mississippi, isn't it cool that you got to see it there? Right where all that Samuel Clemens imagination took place.
Yeah, it's his actual birth town.
Yeah.
It was really cool. Yeah. And I particularly enjoyed that library up that hill too.
Yeah.
And you could just put books in, so I put a couple of my own books into there.
That was very clever.
Yeah, I wonder if people did pick them up. I've always wondered that. Oh, it's a Starlink.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, for these Starlinks, they don't change direction. So if they want to impress us, that's the next thing they'll do.
Yeah.
Apparently thought control is one of those things, isn't it, for the UFO?
I would love it if they came in like the Jetsons.
Yeah, not right now, though, because I've got no camera running out the window. So I respectfully request they don't land on the White House lawn tonight, as it were.
Okay. Oh, my gosh, that was interesting.
What?
Tell that story.
Dalai Lama?
Yeah.
Well, it was absolutely bizarre. I don't even remember. Was it Manchester or was it over here?
Chicago, wasn't it?
Chicago O'Hare.
Shit.
2000, yeah, picture it. Sicily, 1942. There's not many people get that reference. Anyway, before they all switch off. Before they all tune the dial out, or whatever the hell the phrase is over here. Right, so anyway. So yeah, it was 2006 or 2007. I was at Chicago O'Hare. And I was going over to see you. And I couldn't find the correct terminal part that I had to go to. And this bloke walks past, he's got robes on and things, and an entourage of 2 or 3 others looking similar to him. And so I said to him, I said, excuse me, do you know where whatever it was, building was? And he said, I don't know, but you go your way and I'll go mine. And I went, well, that's a bit of a strange thing to say, really. So I told you about it, and you said, what did he look like? And I believe you Googled him. You had a look at who this could be. Yeah. You said, was this him? And I went, yeah, that's the fella there.
I said, that's the Dalai Lama.
Dalai Lama. So the you go your way and I'll go mine was
very deep, actually.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Off the cuff as well. What a dude.
Yeah. It just kills me how I can't remember which talk show host was talking to the Dalai Lama or interviewing the Dalai Lama. And he said, I have a joke for you.
Oh, yeah.
And the Dalai Lama said, yes, what is it? The Dalai Lama rings up a pizza place and orders the pizza. And the man asked him, what would he like on it? And he said, I would like one with everything. And he didn't get it. The Dalai Lama didn't get it.
Didn't get the pizza
he didn't get the joke.
Yeah. He was a very chill chap, though. You know, very kindly answered the question and whatever, so...
That whole tradition is fascinating, isn't it? About picking the Dalai Lama.
Oh, yeah. From birth and everything, but you're pre-born into it or whatever. It goes centuries back and things.
They search for someone with some parent gift or whatever, and then they interview them by bringing out a bunch of objects. And some of them was the previous Dalai Lamas. And the others weren't. And if the person picked out, the child picked out the right object, they knew he was a Dalai Lama.
Then he gets out of school forevermore. He becomes
yeah, right. He gets to sit up and be really cold in Tibet and do unless he gets exiled.
I tell you what, not to cut you short on that, but these things where they sit and die, the whole idea is that they will waste away in a particular way to be at one with creation.
That's their enlightenment, yeah.
And their enlightenment thing, and they're just sitting there for ages until they're just gone.
Yeah.
And they're still sitting there.
Yeah.
So somebody has to literally push them on the shoulder, push them over to know that they're gone.
Because their consciousness is gone and their whole body function is gone and they just sit.
Oh, that is wild, that.
Yeah.
Well, I promise you, if I get to the age of 183, I'll do that.
Yeah, Eastern mysticism like that is very interesting.
It is.
The things that yogis can do.
Hey, boo-boo. I know, yeah.
I need to get me a picnic basket.
Saw that robot chicken thing where they were, oh God. You're going to have to watch that. It's hilarious. Well, you're not going to have to, but I like it. Mm-hmm. Very stupid, like, claymation type thing. And they had Yogi Berra Boo Boo, and they were getting annoyed with visitors, I think it was, to the park, trying to steal a picnic basket. So they're getting like an Uzi out and all these machine guns and just blasting people. And then somebody came over to them and blasted them away. It was just stupid stuff, but pretty funny.
Oh, Lord. If you saw the Mr. Bill claymations on Saturday Night Live.
All right, yeah.
When they were so popular and so funny. I mean, people, you could say Mr. Bill and people would know what you're talking about. Cause
like Morph in England might be the equivalent.
Did Morph get smashed by his friend and pounded and
actually
slapped against the wall?
Did have a friend. It was a grey version of the brown one. Brown one was Morph, and then this grey one, it was his friend, and his friend used to always get into some bother. Like, yes, he'd get squashed by boxes and things.
Yeah. When was that?
When was it?
Yeah.
I think it was about 78.
That was like right around, Mr. Bill. Oh, there's the satellite.
They helicoptered each other.
Yeah, they were right around the same time.
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised, yeah. That was on Take Hearts was the program.
I think we'll have to do a little picture of Mr. Bill on the Turtle Talk.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, hopefully there's people old enough like us who know who that is. If you don't know who Mr. Bill is, look him up. I just saw a shooting star.
Well, they're from Mexico, did you? Oh, well done. Make away.
Okay. I wish people would like and subscribe.